Tie my back door. If I want ram me, mommy, I want ram me, mommy, got you tie my back door. I want ram me, mommy, got I want ram me, mommy, got you tie my back door. With the fire on the early years, with the fire on the early years. If I want ram me, mommy, got I want ram me, mommy, got you tie my back door. With the fire on the early years, with the fire on the early years. One rummy mommy got you take my back door. Pedophile on the early years. Take your eye out, God, I'm wet. But one rummy mommy got so what me I look for. Let not make a happen. So for one rummy mommy got time my back door. No, black. No, black, no, so no, that me I look for. Come out of that there. It's about one mommy got, one mommy got. No, that no one there. Where you change up me sentence? Where you change up me sentence? Where you change up me sentence? You change up me sentence. You change up me sentence. My glass fog up. Me not put on no heating for morning, you know, but it's still. I don't want no media player. Royal card. I know that me I look for neither. I want to run me mommy get. When run me mommy get. You know me not stress myself out for what? Stop stress myself out. Me son in the hospital. Move from the society and move. For your church is moving on. Let's focus into that. I met you, I don't know when I look for. I don't know when I look for, but I don't know when I look for. All right. Lord, do my Lord, make me an. All right, now go. Yeah, tap it. YouTube. No, YouTube. Say, I want to remember me, God. 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 Time my back, girl. Oh, I'm getting old, people. Very old. I am under the rock. The rock is higher than I. Jehovah hides me. I am under the rock. Go tell my enemies I am under the rock. Jehovah hides me. I am under the rock. I am under the rock. The rock is higher than I. Jehovah hides me, I am under the rock. Go tell my enemies, I am under the rock. Jehovah hides me, I am under the rock. I am under the rock. The rock is higher than I. Jehovah hides me, I am under the rock. Oh, tell my enemies, I am under the rock. Jehovah hides me, I am under the rock. I hear the voice of the lion say, Babylon, your throne gone down. Babylon, your throne gone down. See, I hear the voice of the Rastaman say, Babylon, your throne gone down. Babylon, your throne gone down. See, I fly away home to Zion, fly away home in the morning. One bright morning, when my life is ended, I will fly away home. I will fly away home to Zion, fly away home in the morning. One bright morning, when my life is ended, I will fly away home. Say, I hear the voice of the Christian man say, Babylon, you throne down. Babylon, you throne down. Let them see man come out we country. We come teach we how we pray. And then when we are prayer, then we go to city out of we city. Me say we fly away home to Zion. Fly away home in the morning. One bright morning, when my life is ended, I will fly away home. Tell me I go home. I go home. I go home. I go home. Yeah, I go home. Yeah, I go home. When me mash them up down me, I go home. When me mash them up down me, I go home. When me mash down housing for women. When me mash down the judiciary of England and Wales. When mash down the judiciary of England and Wales, I go home. Me, I go home. I go home. Me, I go home. And we'll fly away home to Zion. Fly away home. CCTV enforcement outside. It just drive up outside of my door. No, me door, on the road. Oh, okay. They must have come collect them money. All right, then gone over the black car, and they might take off one ticket off of the black car, I tell you what, I go out of the yard, you know. Hey, you think me know about the first the first FX16 YLE. There is an enforcement outside 16 Alma Grove. On the other side where the ambulance worker who work for the NHS, when me hear say them can the drugs them there. So right now, alright. So it's why ears and looking slim and trim, like my son Valdin, and just come out of the CCT enforcement, so that council. I'm reporting from Alma Grove. So if your vehicle is but it look like an X. When me did say why, may I read it again, me put on my glass. FX16, I put a 6 on G, YLE, if that is your vehicle, well then put the bumper hole. Sorry, me never curse. But that's how you have to go. Me there in Alma Grove, I'm roving report from Alma Grove. When the seat is gone down further. But while yellow something, remember say me not drive. Me don't go drive man around the bend and drive them crazy. Especially if they want me to take my camera and take picture up front and say they can't give them. No, so not like that. If God don't want me, whatever, he wouldn't there so either there so. You know what I talk about? Yes, so I am reporting from Alma Grove. So the enforcement something gone. This was the comes for enforcement. Yes, I'm see the crab house girl I come and walk come down there. And he turn off. You must say I watch me YouTube. So the motherfucker then. The one who work with the NHS ambulance service. So in turn off gone over where Danny used to live. I'm reporting. I'm telling about the first YouTube. Yes, the motherfucker gone over where Danny used to live. Yeah, my friend Danny. When they asked me, said, me want a spliff. I said, no, Danny, I don't smoke. You want a drink? No, Danny, I don't drink. So what is your vice? I mean, I went tell him, say, sex, you know. But you know, certain things to make it stay aside. Hey, you see, Mama Lou, bring that back. So me, I tell you, okay, put one and walk aside now. Okay. Me have everything. The other one, me don't know what I'm to. In a keyboard now come up. Paul called me last night, man. So me and Paul good. But Paul tired. Work and in music business, so this not attached up to anybody who knows. Yes, me and Paul good. So me I do today because me go forget to me. I went to do my blood test and you have to make appointment. So me make sure me not left out of hospital tell them take me phone and make for me appointment. And help the other lady make appointment. The other one say she left Ghana St. Thomas. But it better. We went there. Yes, guys, me go. It better I went and there because me see I'm sure the same thing you have him go through. But you see how me clever and sensible. Me I get well for whatever. Let me see how the pan here. Can you get off my thing in me also? Me also come off fire so bitch. Yeah? Me come to celebrate me son. Come off fire so bitch. Me also come off fire so bitch. Bitch, me also come off fire so. Yeah? Come off fire so bitch. Come off here, miss bitch. No aggravate me spirit, bitch. If like no want me, you know lie. I say I say you won't sit down and I just lie when sit down, you know lie. You mean to lie no want me. It's not about who wants who right at this minute, but nobody wants you, girl. Alright, me now whatever. So yes, me know who want me. A friend who don't want me. So this one now, Paul set it up for me, but me don't know what me now keyboard now whatever. Me don't know if true me now see right or me not put in the synth right because stress. But all of this me come about to the people. Because when I set up because me come to do I am on a mission. Yeah? So YouTube have you accompany me, so I'm on is now with Dexter Blackman. But look what me I do with YouTube, TikTok. 5K views or how much whatever. Yeah, 5 times they aggravate my spirit, me catch them. That's why I need me phone them whatever. Me need to be up in this. I don't know me not set the battery right. Yes, yes, I may I do the thing, I may I do the thing. I'm oh my God. Hi boss. You know I just come from the hospital, but I have to go back tomorrow. I went to do my blood test, but you have to make an appointment. But my son is in hospital in Jamaica. Yeah, high blood pressure. Yeah. Oh, I don't, I don't know. I just come back and I said, you know what, I'm going to do this. No, I haven't done anything. No. Because I have you on two phones, so no, I don't change anything. I, I see that come up a lot of the times. I don't know why. But no, I haven't changed anything. Okay. I haven't changed anything. I have this number from 2000. I haven't changed it. Mhm. Okay. All right, no problem. Because I'm like trying to start something else. Thanks a lot. Yeah. The crowd house, drug thief from the NHS. Now she gone over number 9. I'm reporting, darling. I'm your resident reporter. And I'll tell you about the first social media. It used to be, yeah, she gone in now behind number 10. Drugs, smuggle, them thief from them workplace. And carry come. And Debbie Thomas tell me, so if not go so, and me make analysis without prejudice. Yes, me telling about the first you social media. So the first social media was, for example, Miss Dora, anybody. See them here? Uh, anything happen out on the road, they know. Next morning, then can tell who when I going off, who on there, who passed with somebody else's wife or somebody else's girlfriend and whatever. So and I know social media, they don't know fool and idiot. You know, I'm going to make social media and take on your city. Yes, I'm Mr. Balalo, the boss. You know, I'm going to make social media and take on your city. That's why me a fight war from, hey, when me say, you see when me they do Kanjo mash up Jamaica, a 55K me get and children add comments. And then somebody say, and this is all the man you know how to do whatever. And me say, then me laptop and me I go viral. TikTok kick me out. See from when the all of them. But you know what? Me there for Instagram 5K views, man, and people are coming, man. I'm not ready for niceness. Me like I go set up food business. Yes, he was working in the chef. And me can do a record house. Yes, me can boil hot, me can boil water. Me can boil up water. And me can do it, me can turn me and I'm making anything. Me can get film. But right here now, today, put fun and joke aside. Hey, you see that girl, me who Hey, me I wait for them, me I one thing at a time. So the serious thing is, oh Lord, that's what me tell us in the topic, man. No, fucking is not bad word. I mean, truly dedicate myself to stop swear. But right I know, so my swearing off go on. You understand? So me I tell you what the serious thing is about. Today is about with me. I show you my shirt and tell you my son is in the hospital in Jamaica. My son, Kevin Donovan Murray, is in the hospital in Jamaica. High blood pressure. Yeah? And the boy did me talk to the boy good, you know. Yesterday we talk. Because he set up the bus now, I'm going to do tattoos. And then when me look this morning, he sent message in the hospital and him, whatever. But me now worry if I go do my blood test. But me have to make appointment, so me make sure me get started before me. Me advocate for everything. So that's why me can't come in me when damn report any frigging thing out there. Because none of them are gonna get juke come with me pen. Me not the physical. Mr. Frank, me don't know when me fit touch you. So. Yes, Paul did call me. But him tired of work and everything. But we not talk nothing about that the part there. You know we are official people. Oh yes, Lord Jesus! If you ever been when comes the battery right, you see when the head not did that, and now the head they are full. Lord, oh my Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Lord, oh my Lord. We say we hold this place and pack up and whatever. Me no know, me no see them. About the look when you see it. No, me can't find the friggin' thing. When my brother hates me, then make me love him. You will put on right before me, but that's why me. Na 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 na. Lord, up in back me turn. Hold some power on you and hold up those terrorists. Me know me look for you, but me can't see. Me I go tidy up that place because money have to run, money have to run, money have to run. And me run things. Me know me I look for you, but me can't see. All right, make it until money have to run, and me run things. All right, see, me I make that safe now, yeah. Which one and joke aside, yeah, people. This is the way how I do therapy. Yeah? Because I went through a phase and I go through these phases and I have to come out. And the other, all of them are glass, me put in there or whatever. Me I go tidy up my life and tidy up everything. Yeah? So that's me I want to come and contact about life you want me. No man want you. You did a suck off Dominic Titty. Yeah? You get Dominic section so you have control over Dominic. You suck off him Titty. Alright. You see me? And me not see that sitting there, you know, going nowhere, but that's something. Alright, me I go fix up that place here good. May I do this thing to the people, you see how? But me have to have the key to use. Alright, you know what? Me want to go where that girl. And leave me alone. Where you ring my phone for? Me tell you, say me I look hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite, me also, sir. Me tell you, say me I look hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite, me also, sir. Me I look no hermaphrodite. When you obsessed with me and me man, them. Hermaphrodite, me. See, we take off all the other day, we take off this, me and make it here. Anyway, I mean, I make that in the air, but me, I forgot idea. So that I forgot. My father me oh, so my father me oh, so my father me oh, so me tell you, say me I go bring my father. My father me oh, so come on for the phone, that girl. Right. Put one hand joke aside. Today me come. Me I go do something now because my son is in hospital. My precious boy, Kevin Donovan Murray, is in hospital. So I have to go back over the story. Yes, I called his father and said, our son is in hospital. Can you rally round? And I've called some other people, but they weren't responding. So I sent the messages. And I spoke to his baby mother before I left hospital. But you see how my mind work. If me can't see that sitting here now, I'm supposed to see it now. And the way they hide you know, if it fatigue me. You know, they sitting there and they call me house now, pick up and Cynthia call me phone. So it's like a challenge to me. Like say it a hide and I'm supposed to find it. And me can't find it. And me I go make it turn because me I go when me done here so to them, me I go order this. Me tell them so see ya, I pay dust lep on them, I sit here for when they don't use you know. See ya, me every damn thing here in the front when sit down. Hey, you see me? Me spend me money for my things. But that's in here. All right. Me I go do this here. And then me I give it a break and me I go do some dust off and set up. For now, me get that. But it's like, say, it's a challenge that me cannot see it. All right. So today, people, Mervyn Myers will be doing celebrating. Talking to my son yesterday before I went to bed, and there was no signs of anything was wrong. And I got up this morning and yes, my alarm went. And I was doing my memories and then I looked on the other phone because when one full up, I got clear out the phone then. And there it was, my son said he's going to the hospital. Pressure, his blood pressure is high. And then I tell you about the cyber criminal YouTube that has removed my ECG thing, and one with 28K views. Yes, YouTube, and one with 13K views, and others are even the one I paid 2,400 and odd pounds to make. Yes, YouTube, where have you done it? But may I kick up Rampas on Instagram? Yeah. But my narratives, they're solid enough. So I'm going to start and show you what I'm wearing and explain why I'm wearing. But all in my head, I see this thing. Hey, will I tell you? Hey! Me not tell you. So the biggest thing, I don't know if it's hard for you know when the point. The biggest thing for me is, if people don't understand me and know me, it's like, we can't do nothing until me find it. Where keyboard then? See keyboard right before me. So me I gonna put on this, me gonna get enough senti. Hey, me who so dirty girl. No me I not you know Ghana dirty African girl. Who say yeah Jamaican Muslim. Jamaican Muslim me foot. Me put on this now. Yes, me also come out from me phone, dirty girl. Come on from me phone, dirty girl. Mimi, also. Come on from me phone, dirty girl. Mimi, also. I'm money. Zena, yet keep on. Yes, Mimi, also. That's Mimi, also. Your private number. When you see I ring me phone or whatever. Well, I never get. You want some call me around, girl? Me have Camilla, you know, come get Camilla rum. Me in a me house sit down. And I drink me run rum. And when the thief come, was looking right round. I hold my hand, I stretch my hand, to hold the thief, John Coleman sound the drum, boom, 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 and let the thief roll. Me in a me house sit down, say me don't drink no rum. And when the thief come, was looking right round. I stretch my hand to hold the thief. John Plowman sound the drum. And let it run. Hey, a business me I doing all the time. If you make money, me have me son, my grandson say that. Speech and language delay. Me have to go make sure so my son them secure, eliminate the high blood pressure and things. So today me I go tell you a story. Lord, build me a little cabin in the corner of Glory Land. Under the tree of life, my soul shall never die. And when the angel turn and look at me and hold me by the hand, Lord, build me a little cabin in the corner of Glory Land. We are housing for women, we are housing for women, we are housing for women, we are housing for women. We are housing for women, we'll have no say. There's a dogs den in Almagro. We are housing for women, we are housing for women, we are housing for women, we'll have no say. There are dogs den right here in Almagro. Me who so come here, come take me. Me who so you is a wicked girl. Me who so you is a wicked girl. Me who so. Me who so is a wicked girl. God build me a little cabin in the corner of Glory Land. Under the tree of life, my soul shall never die. And when the angel turn and look at me and hold me by the hand, God build me a little cabin in the corner of Glory Land. All right, now take over me. So this is the shirt I got for my son's 48th birthday. Yes, 48. So that's why me no want no man when me could have wear. When me their head could have come out and me puka. No, sir. Me not in them this. If me could have went give birth to you, no sir, you can't blow in on my face. So I made this shirt, got this shirt for my son's 48th birthday. And the shirt you will see man in school because he went to man in school. On this side is when we went to Trelawney for my grandson's birthday. So his wife pick up his son and left him gone. So he say, no want tip on his shirt. So he not take this shirt. You see how me pin the Denton like a me, but they no want admit say Denton like a me. Same so Denton. But same how them a tell me say me fit give up me rights. Me give up some of it, but me not gonna give up all of it. So my son left the shot here. And the attitude is right. Because maybe me did consult with him in that say. But David did tell me, say, me not fi put it on you. But I see him how me stubborn, me say, yeah, me I give it to him, so he's supposed to wear it. So you see how we make it. He not take in left it. So me I wear it. All right, yes, so. And when he did go in politics, man, you see the green shirt where I wear? And then when me pack in a barrel go. So when me ready to go talk to Hanjo, and me a still labor right and will always be a labor right. So there is no way me can vote PNP. Then too friggin' wicked. But the corruption have to cut out of the Labour Party. And all the gunman Moreland Wilson, me I talk for him for it. And on the other side is the iconic London Bridge. No Tower Bridge. So me go do the blood test, but me have to make appointment. So me left out there till they set up the appointment and set up for somebody else. You see me know what my rights is. I'm a NHS pensioner. So who I got tell me so me can't talk me out. So yes, me wear that. So the other one when me I wear now and my husband Cynthia. So warm, me not put on no heating from her. Not a heating. The last bill me get a 400 and odd pound. Me get a bill here when 500 and odd pound. And me not walk. And me not go to no night bicycle or day bicycle or nothing. So make them give me the little mickle and muck where them give me or whatever. And then when you see me dress, all you see me have on it's time not even right. So my son come, me get one and me get one for him. Yes, I feel me picking them. No care you me a customer no don't know. No, son up. Make me say, I'll even my brother them too. So that's a my storm, it warm, and I wonder if me wearing something else. I saw me pad up. And it was how me a source of skin and bone. Yes, and me have on brassiere, but me not go show you brassiere. Me I keep that for 100 and more because me gonna do some adult modeling. Yes, doll. And me have on drawers, panty for whoever, or bikini, as me granny would say, or bikini, or lingerie, or whatever. And then me go down and me can show you how me dress up. So you see, man, hey, you see trousers that me I wear for a reason, and my brother Soy, my brother Dastan. You see for my brother Dastan, Lord, he went talented. He ambidextrous like my father, but him use the scissors in a both hand and write it in left hand. And my father use the machete in a both hand and write it in right hand. So a history me again. So see here, me have on the trousers. And under the trousers, me have on this. So anybody thinks you want to attack me and say it go easy. So my time, move your royal cards now, go. So my time when me see people out the road, they have an hour little Cynthia, and me say, Jesus Christ, that look like a stocking. All they have on. And me say, blur, no. Also, and me have on socks too, you know, see there, so see there. And I also me have on drawers. And because this zip around me, I want pin the way pinny. So now me I put up back myself. So today me I go celebrate and talk about. I just me I go from me now. But my son send the picture of the bus come. So it's Kevin Murray and Mervyn Lee Myers Juta Tours. So it's KM. You can say it any way you want to say it, as my son said. Oh yes, I'm in school graduating and come college. And you take my son finish up. My son go you take. Hey, what don't do anything, man? I'm pure picnic. You know see caliber father when me get for me picnic them. I God choose them for me. So God don't know where man do. So see that me blow my God, but me try no royal card. Every time people ask the bag where me I carry, it's like say me I carry me house. It's like say me not comfortable me I carry me house for the bag. The blood nah bag heavy something. So see it there? I may have on socks. And who can flexible like me? Yes, me have on socks in there. I may have a knee brace. I brought like the bike for me. That knee a brace up. So that is me. So me I go do little something and then me take out some food sit out go eat something like nothing for a man. Me eat yesterday. Me did dinner for breakfast and then me eat crackers and me blend up banana and like did make Guinness punch me and so me just drink up and eat up. Yes, me I go fat back up and roll like a codfish. I said then so that span me can roll off. Yeah. So anybody who I put in request so they want to see look now. No, me have a look now. They want to see Puka. For me Puka now go pan on camera. Go send me over the world. Technology is a bitch. Anybody want to see this Puka, they have to look at it themselves. This is with the Puka, no, sir. No put in no request, ask me if you send no Puka pan on camera, come to nobody, not me. Me no know them listen to them, me listen to young people. Me know when I do them listen to the from morning. No, me old. When make me figure out do them listen to the like me when say Shibada put one thing to there and say granny whatever hat teeth or something. Hey, me I come, you know. All right, so see, fun and joke aside, this is the serious me. Because I have to put these things into context. I've been through hell and back. I just got signed up with a GP, so I went to do the blood test, as I explained. So I carry the urine and they take it, so I don't have to worry. So tomorrow now, I had to go back and do the blood test, the amount of blood test. You see the middle, you see NHS? You see NHS? Yes, me a pensioner. I'm an NHS pensioner. At NHS, me get the first nervous breakdown. But you see NHS, them forget stick with me pen. Me get a physical. Me here say the workplace nursery at Kings I go shut down and miss. I miss say me fi go they go do so a recording before. But so much things happen. Ambulance come, this come, that come, that come. So me I listen to them for out here. But me I got set up here so workplace. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, so people forget the tirade. I talked to my son yesterday before I went to bed because I saw he sent the pictures of the bus. Yes. I feel me them. I mean, with them come here. So me have to make sacrifice to them until me dead. I feel me responsible to them. I saw me when I love Titi so much. I'm going to get 2 picnic from Titi. A serious something. Lloyd Anthony Murray and Alvary Michael Legister. Oh my God, those men, fathers of my children, can't compare. Second to none, only to my father. And then Michael come first and Natty behind. Yes, proud of my son's father as I am proud of my sons. When you hear me and them in anything, sit on one side and listen. Don't put on a mouth in there. I feel me them. For me and their father them. Stay on one side. So yes, I spoke to my son and I did some things. And then Instagram did they fatigue me. And then I went to bed and I got up this morning. I didn't get up this time until the bell alarm. First time I would get up 1 o'clock and I couldn't. I just slept right through. So God is preparing me. And then I send back my memories. Oh yes, whoever is preparing them and they have them prepare them nice and send them back. So because the phone there full up, you want to know how much phone me have? Me have phone there, so phone there, so phone there. Me have master and phone. And for me carry the phone go give back the man at the shop. Me not go back there. That man is a thief. So me I go the one day go do one recording. And me I go down and solicit that one day. I saw me mix up and time. So when me do one phone now, I me I send you out now for one phone had the Instagram, the other now I know had the Instagram. And one phone had the Twitter, the other one now had the Twitter. And two phone had you cut. The other one now have it. One of them not even have. One of them not even have WhatsApp. I mean I worry me head over damn thing these days. Mr. Badaloo just say he never see WhatsApp from. So yes, get me entertained. So I got up, I do the one with the because Instagram I shook their hand up, me kaka I lift and I take me things and whatever. So when that the one finish, so you know they finish up just so it's not now come and me have to go clean and every day me say me have to go clean and see else happen. So me take the other one now for me one, send them down on YouTube. YouTube the cyberbullying criminal. Me I make one song about pedophile. Me I set them up. Hey YouTube, you see YouTube watching for Instagram, 5K views gone. I wonder me can make it 5 views gone. That's why me I reach out to Andrew Holness, you know. I even more than Wednesday, you know. Yes, man. Me I reach out to all of them. Me a labor, me can't talk to labor, me can't be PNP. But me can, you know, that's how we do it. Because if PNP never vote for me, my brother and my son, they couldn't do that. But whatever they do with my son, I make my son a worry and blood pressure in a hospital. Eh? It is in the whatever, 50 years old, them brother, my uncle. A Bernard lad. So you have this thingy, you don't want my son to dead I don't live no life. The poor boy worried something. All right, the wicked wife, that is another story. So when me take the other phone and me say, oh, Jesus. People, I didn't panic. It was as if God prepared me for this. And when I see the thing, I went and I called his dad. His dad was the first person I called. And yes, Mark Nachi answered me. And I told him that our son is in the hospital, high blood pressure. And I said, please, can you reach out for him? And that's it. Then me picking them papa special people to me. And then me call some others, and they didn't pick up. And me send me message. And then me call me brother. Call me brother for me. My special favorite brother. Reverend Julius M. Stanimon. Mama Lou Washbelly. Love the boy that you say, but he needs to start out. Remember, me said don't say nothing about me brother. Them, I see me brother them, not yours. Make them bad mouth me as they want love me. Me can't give as good as me give. Me pick myself up now. Because you see, Justice Beecham, District Just Beecham have the balance in my hand. They are tagging me in London. But when they go talk about the pedophile ring, right? Me tell you about whatever. So me I go sort this space out for my workstation. So when me so I come and talk about life no want me. Right at this minute, me couldn't care who want me from who no want me. From me no want nobody. I couldn't care who want me from who don't want me. Me not lead nobody on. Right now, me no want not a soul. Me I give my Sam everything. And then me move on. Me did one interview with one little man, but turn on the phone, me don't know the tablet now start out. So see that damn good reader read it anyhow. I saw the Chinese man did say. Big issue. Then for women, when me done with them go tumble down. All right, serious business now. So this is the story of Kevin Donovan Murray Mervyn Lee, Ione, Rottingham Hard, Myers Tomlinson, and Lloyd Anthony Murray, aka Nachi. Giving you the story. You might jump off your so and come back and catch up back yourself. So the story is, it started out with one bossy boy, young man. Hey, you know, Nachi when I ride the big bike. Me, I wonder if I never ride on that big bike. I'm not think so. No, sir. Me never ride on my Nachi big bike. That ton. I don't think we did ever ride on my Nachi big bike. Me never had time to ride on my Nachi big bike. When me call upon this, I have time I sit with Nachi. You know, go for that one. But Mark, hey, you see for my son Father Nachi. Lord Jesus, what a young man handsome. Ooh, he look a bit all on me now. And that's why the young girl, them are run after him down, so. But they put one little proposal to him, you know, so we can get back together. But you know, that he must I look nigger like pum pum. All right, serious fun and joke aside. So yes. He wasn't the first, you know, but I know that me I talk about me and Nachi. And how my son Kevin come. So yes, man, Nachi like me off, you know, you're ratty and the batty. Oh yes, we did have one batty and outside of me. Hey, you see we? I one thing with we, you know. But I forgot to tell the story, you know. Me see my big Chelsea boy put Twitter, Instagram about. So they put the white man with the little knob and the black with the black man like you have jackass. Like you want jackass. And then we're gonna tell you the story about Kilipo. I come back, you know. You see there's an ambulance come. Alright, put for the joke aside. So you have to take a little bit of that. I saw you go. I come in the mayor door and nobody no want to join me. So I me wanna do my comedy. And laugh after my comedy. And take my comedy serious. And tell you about my precious son who is now in the hospital. And see me wearing my some turtleneck. So yes, man. Mas Nachi, like of Miss Ratty. I'm sure it was the attributes, you know. Let me tell you something, I have this from me 12, you know. I go me height from me 12. Me had titty. Me never so fat or whatever, but me round out in the right place, man. So me have the breast and then the Coca-Cola bottle saved, and then the body just hung off like so. The body that did look better than the face, so them say. And let me tell you something, damn choosy, you know. You see, because Mama Lou instill certain things in me. Me tell you something, damn choosy where man concerned, you know. Yes, man. So, we can one up to two men, Nachi, Michael, for them on the picnic papa. But me, me go tell you one story about the quality men. Some of it was just fun and frolics, you know. Yeah, but not for now. Another time. So yes, people, we're gonna get a little touch here now and again. If you don't want to hear the full story, man, it did it out there. What YouTube, not TV, did it. One particular one did it. So I'm going to get a little touch here and again, and a little touch here and again. Me used to go to Clarendon, and I'm going to spend time with Sandy B and my uncle, my favorite uncle. But me used to go to the other one, them Uncle sorry, I'll forget my uncle their name. Uncle Gridley are the youngest one. And him did have a Parkinson, works on my father. And Uncle Sil, I one we married to the same woman must it twice. And And then Uncle Dudley, I want them when they went chop up in a yard the Sunday morning when me pregnant in Kevin, me hear the news from the radio. Me always I hear news when bad thing happen to two of my uncle. My mother brother and my father brother. Chop up in me a yard one Sunday morning. And then shoot my uncle. Me no way no number one day. I news me hear them the two sitting there pan. And my son is in the hospital. And normally I would be breaking down and God has made me strong. You see me a rhyme too. When me done this, me I'll get something to eat. Uncle Gridley, Uncle Dudley, Clarendon. I get old, you know. Uncle Gridley are the youngest one, Clarendon. They did have the Parkinson's. Uncle Dudley are the one they kill a Green Bottom, Palmetto Pen. That's what my brother call in a Gaga Street, Palmetto Pen. Uncle Sil are the one where they married 2 times to his same woman. And Uncle Aritas now the money man. Poultry farming. You know when PNP. Yes, and all the way I live right. For all for my brother when go all for my brother when go to bigger list and then send my Cuba to go shoot gun. So that's why I'm not like PNP at all. And too wicked. And that's why the corruption must change in the JNP. So Uncle Aritas I went money man. All the on TV, me never know, me go hear them the story. And can somebody go represent him. Let him mama and put somebody else represent him as his mama. So me don't know if I just want to get the heritage from. Me don't know if I want his wife, mother. Me don't know what. I'm not too interested in now. They don't go a long time. Me just tell you something. But my uncle when have his own a church, a Sunday Bay. Oh yes. So we don't come here now, pure family. On that they side, and for mama side now, they were land barons in Grangeville, Westmoreland, Jamaica West Indies. Chambers Lane. And that's where I come from. So when me see them, me there, I cut up on them, yeah, like then little broke down house, type of house. And that's why me buy the biggest show today and tell the man. Because housing for women going down. And me I'll get compensation for all the miscarriages of justice. So this is the story. So then there was yes, me I give you nice enough because nobody not supposed to make mistake what can be rectified. So I had a sexual experience that I put me off men for a while. No, nobody forced me to do nothing that I don't want to do. So it wasn't forced. It was consensual sex. It's only I didn't enjoy the experience and it left me associating sex with certain things. But then after that the experience the past, hey, the sinful side of people them, the men then well endowed. I don't know if there was any that wasn't well endowed, but that was what the men's side is known for. Well endowed man. Satisfaction guaranteed man. And the woman then, Lord Jesus, asked me mother. But I couldn't take too much of the well endowment. You know, not much of the well endowment. So that is weird, whatever. Anyway, so me and my snatching got such a thing here and there and here and there. And the next thing you know, I pregnant. Ratty, I pregnant, yes, mama. Then I who breed you, Nana Chimari. Me I go tell the bad part now. Me move on from all that. I've been to a certain place in my life where I don't need to be dwelling on the negative. Let's put the positive out there. Because I'm celebrating my son, Kevin Donovan Murray, and hopefully my grandson doesn't have to go through what my son has been through. It's not been easy for Kevin. First and foremost, Kevin was misdiagnosed as being deaf and dumb, and that stigma was not nice. And even when he was going to school, the teacher said I should keep him at home. And I said, no, I'm not keeping him at home. I'm paying my money, he's going to school. And when nurse came, my son wanted to be seen and heard. Yes, his little brother they always talk for him. That Mr. Valdin Register, Webster. So my son wanted to be seen and heard, so he climbed on the desk. But then my father reassured me that was nothing, it was family thing. And I have a letter from one of my key children. I'm going to use it. So that it's not only in the black race, it's also in the white. So this speech, whatever. And that's why I wanted to do something. So that's why when I see YouTube taking my thing and monetizing and I'm reaching out, because it's history repeating itself. My grandson now, 3+ years, before in June, speech and language delay. And sometimes I don't think the mother understands fully, like, because I studied. I can hear him trying to do things and the mother, and I say, no, it's a frustration. So sometimes he'll hit out at his mother and do things, and then I see him cuddling and whatever, and I know it's a frustration of not being able to speak. But yet, my grandson can go on whatever it is and go find and do certain things and certain things. So what he needs is early intervention to help him. And I've been reaching out. But I worked in the early years. I was a basic school teacher from home, and I worked in the early years here. I've done my studies, and I consider myself an expert authority on subjects from the cradle to the grave. So as I said, it was not an easy experience. I was traumatized. Your DNA, whatever happens, my father, I've told the story, and as I said, I'm moving forward positively and cutting out some of the negativity. So yes, my father and granny died a month apart, 1980. You can see my son at my granny's funeral at the Turner Baptist Church. It was just a little bit over, his head was just peeping over the casket. My youngest son does not remember my father. He was too young, but my Kevin has some recollection memories. You should have, because what? Singer, shake him, get singer, shake him, must remember. So yes, as I said, it wasn't easy, but I tried my best for both my sons throughout life. So I had Kevin 1976 and I had Valdin 1979. So in the midst of the storms, I had 2 sons, and I'm grateful. But I was the one who made the decision because neither of my sons were planned. They just came along. There was talk of abortion for the first one, and then the second one, because I was supposed to be going to look about teachers' college and the whole works. And my friend said if it was her, she would do an abortion. And when I always consult. So I didn't just make the decision, oh, I'm pregnant, and my friend said if it was her, she would do an abortion. I consulted with my son's father and he said no, there was no doubt about who my son's father is. I never played the games. And he said he didn't believe in abortion, so I put whatever it was on the burner, our back burner. And that's why housing for women, the judiciary of England and where is the criminal justice system and all those involved? Because I have a track record. I'm just giving you an insight into why now I'm calm. So I'm sure the healing is almost completed and I'm ready for my purpose in life. So I wasn't overly bothered because I knew I spoke to my son because I was the one who called. He sent the pictures and I called and we talked and the boss is already put the things there and he said by Thursday he could be going out. So I left it at that. So I'm living in hope that we move on from here. But one of the things that is causing my son this problem is the fact that he's worried that they're going to send me to prison. Now, why should a son be saddled with those burdens? And Dr. Phil Gregory, who called his phone from here, all these, I tell you, I'm cutting out the swearing and putting anger aside. But sometimes I have to swear. Because if I don't swear, I might just grab my car bar and stand up at the door and nobody passes here. Like the two idiot police that come stand here and if we this and if we that. Yeah, and even some of those things that YouTube has taken, you're going to put them back YouTube. GDPR breaches, whatever breaches, I'm going to find them YouTube. Yeah? You're a scumbag YouTube. You take my thingy, Windrush Vigil. That day I went to Windrush Vigil and I left Windrush Vigil. I came home because I had to do somebody. I went back to the hospital and my son was falling out of bed. And you using those thingy and make somebody, my video, my content, and somebody use music behind it and you copywriting it. It's the same way how somebody used to copyright this. Yeah? That's why YouTube, you're trending on Instagram, 5K. You know what I call you? Go find it then. You put copyright on my thing. You cause me, you take off my thing with Phil Gregory. Phil Gregory call me phone. And then the dirty boy come here with the African nurse and announce. Like don't see here, me must turn off my recording. That's why me I wait for them the two will come the other day for them think me a idiot. Send the letter come where me say you say I go send and the invitation and them work from there. And ambulance return up here and all that happens. Because little after this, when you see me come here, I'll be doing certain things. So if I'm doing password studies, it will be password studies. So I'll be doing nothing but password talking. Yeah? I'm just letting you know what I've been through. So I had to go for the blood test. That is sorted. And I saw a man selling Big Issue. So yes, I got pregnant because I did love titty bad. I don't drink, I don't smoke. One of my vices was sex, good sex. I never sold my body, never. But I've had good sex. I don't know how to tell you who I have sex with. But yes, I've had good sex. Maybe one day I'll do who I had sex with. Incognito, because it's not everything good for me, I'm good for chat. So that's a lesson to be had. But right now, I'm telling story so that my son can be reassured. No, your mother not going to any prison because I don't do nothing for go to prison. Instead of them who are whatever, I go to prison. I mean, foot feel hot, I mean, I go take off the socks. I mean, I put on no heating for a morning. Yeah? So my foot feel hot, I mean, take off the socks. No, it did clean. I mean, I have stinking foot. And my foot feel better now. Yeah? It's the healing. It's the healing that I need. Because nobody's working with me. And that's why me I go done all of that. Me I take on everybody and anybody was done me wrong. So yes, got pregnant. I was so ashamed back then. You see some of them, yeah, they don't have nothing about them. Some of them are people, yeah, they don't have nothing about them. I was so ashamed. I let myself down, I let my parents down, I let the community down. But now, I don't view it as that. Because out of that, I've got a Kevin Murray. And I've got a Valdin Legister. Okay, how you see me and them, I pick up and lick them more than they leave us alone. Yeah? I did all I could for those boys. Maybe if I was more stricter with them, it wouldn't be this way. But then at the end of the day, I didn't want to, as I told you, I resented my mother. Oh, mom was heavy handed. But mom was doing what she thought was right for me. And I, on the other hand, keep that thingy. Because I knew my feelings for my mom. I didn't want to pass those things to my sons. And that's why I look at things like how my son's wife pick up, leave him, take everything out of the house, do whatever she did, and take my grandson and do not allow the boy to contact his father. He's big man, yeah. When I'm 20 years old, I have 2 children. But to do that too, yes, difference is gonna come. You cause them to go, they're gonna look crutches and end up with another child. You're responsible. Done it, Lee Murray. And if you want me put the hands on him, we put the hands on him. No human being deserves to be treated the way my son is getting treated by his wife. And when you go listen to my thing, where I said my son is being whatever with politics and religion. So politics done it to him, his wife done it to him, and that's why Andrew Holness owes me an apology. Floyd Green owes me an apology. As for that Moreland Wilson, because my son is out of a job. And then you go back and you look at the statistic of 1 in 5 of all, S is associated with unemployment. When I realized how depressed my son was when he was here, I picked myself up and stopped relying solely on him. It's only a mother's love. But then at the end of the day, me end up on the phone and me and him cuss off and cuss off and cuss, not bad words, and cuss off. Yes, me cuss him bad words, but he has never cursed me a bad word. That's one thing. And to know my son is in the hospital today, and one of the reasons is the fact that he's not able to provide as he should for his son's mother and his son. So he has to be relying on people. Because the boy pack up everything we have, how much £1,000 now, whatever, and give it to the wife. Yeah, that's why housing for women, the judiciary, everything, and all of them involved, they're going to go and get it. What you put me through. So District Judge Beecham have the balance in his hand. And you see that Miranda Grell and that solo whatever, when me done, I don't know. But I'm going to keep it too long, and I just talk and show the world. My son is in the hospital. And you hold me say I go get juke up with my pen. Floyd Green, I get juke up with my friend for disrespect me. And all I want to forget juke up with my friend. When I go get juke up with my friend, I say I keep it too long now. This is called healing. This is called therapy. And once I break down or whatever, now I have to be strong for those 2 boys. I am almost certain today is one of my grandson's birthday. And he might be 15 or 16. Navante Legister. If it was yesterday, it's today. But I used to go out of my way to do things and do things and do things. I no longer. Yes, Paul called me last night. He said he was very tired and the work and his music thingy that he's trying to do. And Paul don't under. I was in the lift today, coming from the hospital, and I was singing. Not singing as singing, just more humming. And somebody, she was wearing pink. And she said, "Oh, you have got a lovely voice." I said to her, "I'll sing in choirs and stuff." And she said, "Oh, I can't sing." You know, just hearing me sing. A black lady, she's on the job, she has a trolley. But and she acknowledged, and that's what I like, what I do. Yeah? So I'm here doing healing people. My son is in the hospital. God is gonna give him the recover him. But my son shouldn't be so stressed out. You know how many times my son has been knocked down, knocked down, knocked down. And that's why I quarrel and I cuss and me call them all sort and name. Me I call them scammer too. But I feel me them. By me who can take me 10,000 pounds and who can take whatever and see how dirty swan I come send how much Cynthia about and strike out. Strike out your mama while I hit boy or girl. And they're gonna come say me not have capacity. And me a psycho. So how me prepare a two employment tribunal me represent. So the end is nine. So when me done this, I want me I go in the kitchen and me go find something in there, man, full me belly. Me have plant in there, me have egg, me have tin this, and me take out meat for out. And me have rum, and me have wine, and me have some drinks for funeral thing. And me have plan to keep one birthday thing in me yard. I don't know what I'm coming to come. Me tell light, say, pepper hit light, pepper hit when them gone, we wash here. All them the store me have to come. Yeah? See what she said when me look for it, me when I whatever, let's scare myself too. All me two when I turn black. See there? Me two when I turn black. See there? Me just take one pill. Then they may go show you how me can do certain things. So now, yes, I'm in a slim apartment people out there so again. They didn't come in here now. And then they tip tip the door. So they must know so many times to hear them and drive your car. They couldn't hear about them. Yeah. So yes, I had to deal with the stigma, but at the end of the day, I had my family around me, and I had my son's family around me, and I had my boys. Wherever you see us, one is on the right, one is on the left. That's how I do them until somebody decides to separate them. And that's why I have big issue with Andrew Holness, what the Jamaica Labour Party did to my son. So I'm gonna cut to the chase. So my son went to the basic school. At the time, the basic school was at the Baptist church. So that's where I went to school, basic school. My son, big son, also went to that basic school. So you see the tradition and the history of that Baptist church. I took my brother there for clinic, but I went down the clinic. They moved the clinic from the church to somebody. The person used to live in England here. So all those history had to come. And from the basic school, my son went to the town primary school. You know, I know more about Kevin basic school life more than Baldwin, and Kevin is the older one because of what happened to him. Because it was when nurse came, Nurse Williams, and can't remember the name of the health aide. And they went there and he wanted to talk, so he climbed on the desk because he wants to be heard. So he went to primary school, basic school, primary school. Both my sons were in the Cub Scouts, Miss Hanson. So I made sure my son was involved in everything, everything. So they used to go out and spend time out. Remember on Sunday they dress up and they go out. So I know all these things. And I was also parents, member of the Parent Teachers Association. And I was the basic school teacher. I was a basic school teacher as well. So lots of involvement. So that's why I have so much thinking when I go back and I do all these things. Whatever is for me, they can't take it. So then it was like, it was Kevin McNeil, Kevin Murray, was it? Yes, Kevin Mutra. So I think during Kevin's time, so I'm certain my Kevin Murray, Kevin McNeil, Mr. Hopeson, and I'm sure there was Kevin Mutra. The mother was a teacher too. So three Kevin. So at that time, Kevin was popular. I named my son. Michael named our son, but it's I named my son. Michael had more input than in his son's life than that he had in Kevin's life. But at the end of the day, everybody deal with things differently. It wasn't so much of a relationship with me and Natty as other people. Because somebody do you something and that put you off certain things. It happened to both my son's father. That's who I am. You can't change me. So remember oh so a company can write a whole life no one. Me know like that I sit down. Because me did like the Dutch pot and she make me take back the Dutch pot for her life. You see that girl let you wicked you say? Don't talk about like the one. So yes, common entrance time. My son until this day my son is very reserved. He doesn't talk much. He talk when he have to talk. But he's very reserved. I don't know if that goes back to, but I also know also that he's worried about his son not talking, worried about his mom going to jail, worried about all those things, worried about not having a job, worried about relying on mom to do everything for him now, worried about his son not in contact. I don't think he's so much bothered about the wife, but to have your son and now at this crucial time, all those things are adding up. So he went to, he done his common entrance and he passed with flying colors. And one of the things was, I remember these little things, you know. When he passed his exam, our my family would do cultivating. So we plant and we lie on these things. And I send something from what they bring home to give me sweat. And Kevin was like, nah. I mean, it was Miss Plummer who done the teaching, and he was like, "Oh no, it was only good Miss Plummer, blah blah." You know, children have their own. They're growing up, you know, but they have their own way of thinking or whatever. So if you want to impose certain things on children, they're not gonna accept it if they have a different insight. One thing I must put on record is the fact that one of the reasons I decided not to have more children was because of my DNA. And when I see the suffering, my father, my granny, and then I had an auntie who died, Auntie Temper. What was Auntie Temper's proper name? Auntie Temper was short and fat and black. That's why I thought my grandfather was black. But I heard my grandfather is brown. Phyllis. Well, I remember Auntie Temper's name. Hortense is the one who's in Canada. Melly, that's Phyllis, Auntie Melly. Marty was. When I tell you, I'm going to tell you all my whatever names because I have some things written down. I lost track of whatever. So yes, my son passed his exam. That I'm sure Kevin Murray and Kevin McNeil passed to go to Mannings at the same time. Who else passed? I don't remember. Because Kevin Murray and Kevin McNeil have been friends from school days, primary school days. So Kevin, he was at his take part in the wedding, even play a greater role than in his in Val's wedding than Kevin himself. That's the friendship, friends and whatever. So then he went to Mannings and I was there. What year did I become the basic school teacher? That's how we live. And I remember we used to have things at the school. And I remember that time they had this concert and Pansy Holland went and did the banana sap. Pansy went and did the banana poem. I can't remember, but Pansy had a whole bunch of, was it planting a banana? 6 and 7, maybe that's the one, I don't remember. But Pansy had a whole, not had a banana, a bunch of banana doing the thing. And I remember, yes, I remember the Kevin and Danny was in the group where Trailer Loader was, and then me and Danny Turner and Sonny Powell did the black girl song. I am the white girl. So that was a concert, and we enacted those things, and I'm remembering. But one thing I want you to people to understand why I decided not to have more children was I can't remember everything. How old my son was. It was just a baby when he turned black. You know, it had gone out of my mind. I didn't remember anything until me and Dustin were talking, and Dustin gave me some. And today it came back to me, so I put little something there. Because if things don't happen, you don't remember certain things. And all I could remember was my baby turned black. My son is high complexion, unlike his brother who is dark complexion like me. My son is from the Murray race, and they are both Miss Icy and Mass Ivan are high complexion. And Miss Icy is from the Leslie tribe. And I saw my baby turn black. The memory is coming back. I don't know what I did. I was just like, I screamed, I holler, I bawled. And I said, oh, my baby's gonna die. Remember, like, I don't know, I don't remember what happened after that, but I know he was taken to the doctors. I'm sure it was in the hospital. Would have been my Dr. Campbell. I don't remember the facts. All I know that I was distraught because I saw my baby turn black. And I'm wondering if I did have Val then or it happened before I had Val. I don't know. All I remember is this scenario. My baby turned black. I don't think Val was, I had Val then. No, because it was only, I don't even, it was just a few months old when that happened. And my baby turned black. And I was like screaming, my baby's gonna die, my baby's gonna die. Dustin was there. And it was years later we were talking about it. And Dustin said to me, when I cried that my baby's gonna die, it was my father. Remember, my father had Parkinson's. My father put the mirror at his face and said to me, no, he's not dead, he's breathing. When I see Mimi Owusu coming on there, come talk about, lie down. Why you come on this thing with that? Why you so fixated with my life and who whatever? Mimi Owusu, you bring you to make you have names like whatever, like them draw crab house and whatever, yeah. And that's why police is gonna pay out. Ambulance service is gonna pay out. So the council is gonna pay out. And even the royal family is going to pay out. I remember I don't mention the Judiciary of England as well is going to pay out. And I don't mention housing for women yet. My sons grew up normal. The little one used to talk for the big one. As I said, they were in the Cub Scouts. I had savings for them. Any little thing I could do for them because I made the decision. I didn't want to bring children into the world who's going to be displaced like I was. And I know some of it is to do with my DNA. See, I have steady hands now, but it wasn't always like this. But when I'm triggered, like this morning, I was shaking. Yeah, I was shaking, but the shaking, I was in control of the shaking. I wasn't panicking, I was just shaking as part of whatever. And these things can also affect my voice. And it's not now I know that. That's why when people start judging me and say, you're raising your voice, you're shouting, No, sometimes I'm not even aware of the volume of my voice because sometimes I get too loud and in my excitement, I know he's not saying it to offend me and I realize whatever. So when people now, I take things on board, but why should I have to be judged or whatever? No, I don't have to. So yes, Kevin's best person. I don't know if it's because Marcia and I are the same age, but Marcia has always been there for Kevin. Not that the others, but there was this close relationship that Kevin was accepted from the time Marcia just accepted Kevin. Maybe Marcia accepted Kevin more than even his own father. It was that relationship. And then I don't know where it ended. Facebook has a lot, social media have a lot to do with whatever. But I was glad the other day when they had their little family get together and my son was invited along with his son and his son's mother. Because that is the type of that's the type of people the Morris were. Yeah, and I'm glad they continue that tradition and keep my son because after I left and come here, my son went to live at his granny. My son was living at the Morris after I left. So my Mr. Myers didn't allow me to stay for my son's graduation. So I came to June and then he graduated after that. That's why when I find these pictures and even his thing. So I'm sitting here and I'm living in hope that whatever is ailing my son now, can put that behind him. He gets his bus is ready. Whatever support I can give, I will give. I just need to set up something to help the grandson to progress. But I know there's a little genius in there somewhere. My son might have a triad of disabilities or what you want to call it. There might be a touch of autism, attention deficit disorder. Because my son, he wants my grandson. The other day I was on the phone when he was crying and the mother was saying, oh, he wanted to go get the chalk. She threw the chalk in the dump and he wanted to go get it. So he was crying. I said, let him go and get it. And after I went and got it, you wouldn't see how calm my grandson was. So we need to work on those little things. He has time when he screams. And he has problems with food. And I remember Varol Sinha, a little genius from King's College. He's not in the pictures that I have there. I hope I can find a picture with Varol. But I know where Varol is. Varol was picture, him and Ben Maxwell was on the introduction thing for Kings, the opening. So at least I know exactly where to find Varol. Varol is Asian. But I am the one who helped them to understand that Varol was autistic. But I think Varol is going to be a savant. Because age 4 or whatever Varol could do maths better than me. And Varol has a timing. That clock hand reach certain place there, and that don't come and pick it up, it's a problem. I'm talking so people understand what I'm seeing. I don't have much time to assess my grandson, but some of the behavior. So it might be more than one. And I see my grandson doing schemas. So I want to build on those things. But first, I have to get my son better. So I stop worrying about what to be and what to be. They are responsible. And when I say day housing for women, is responsible for why my son is in the hospital today. And I make no bones about it. So I'm not going to prolong this too much. Just to get his healing. So my son went to Man, and then he went to College, Montego Bay, and then he went to UTEC. Yeah. But he had some really difficult times, job-wise, and people using. And then he thought, what if my son had listened to me and did what I asked him? My husband said his land, but I know gave him £5,000. When I heard him talking, because my son have time when he just need to talk. And I guess sometimes the distance in between us is also affecting him. Because he doesn't say to me, it's his baby mother who said he's worried that I'm going to go to prison. But why should I go to prison when I've done nothing wrong? Let them imprison the criminals. Let them imprison the police who came here there on record how many times. Let them imprison them. Let them imprison housing food. Let them imprison the banks that targeted me. They went to solicitors. Let them imprison them. And those criminals that the recent one now, District Judge Swan, is going to force something. You strike out and you strike out. You think it, Augusta? The balance of power is in District Judge Beaton's hand. And as for the solicitor and the barrister, I'll be culminating all of them. So see, I'm looking keenly to the thing, and whatever. Yeah? And when I was doing the interview for Parkinson's, and I'm saying I'm writing my book, so it was 2017, and this book was stolen. And wherever I am now, I'm going to claim. I see Tony Seeley, he's reaching out for young men. What about the women, Tony Seeley? He's a user. Because I see you said, same like how Jonas Sullivan said, she wants to be remembered as a disruptive influence in interview. I see you having things and say, you never go and look for your sister in the refuge. She was not refugee. Your sister was sectioned and you never went and looked for her. And that's why I'm telling my brother, you need help, brother. You need help. My little boy, as a matter of fact, who dead. All my living brothers need help. You need help. So I'm not going to let this go too much. I'm just going to close down because I'm going to get something to eat. But I might be doing more later on. I have to go wash up the dishes. So I'm going to go in the kitchen, close down, go in the kitchen, have something to eat. As I said, I have plantain, I have eggs. I have bread, I have biscuits, have things, and just start living again. So once I do that, I need to set up this place properly. This is gonna be my work thing. So as you can see the picture with my mama and this family or whatever. And this is the beginning of the rest of my life. Good luck to all those who hate me. It's your good luck, not mine. I don't be worrying about who hates me. Yes, Paul called me last night. He said, work and everything and everything. No, we didn't discuss anything like that. But for me, it was a phase I was going through, so I need somebody to hold on to. And because Paul was very sensitive to my needs and whatever. But maybe nothing is there. But at that time, I just need somebody to be a brace. So I'm gonna close down, go in the kitchen, have something to eat, and plan my life. Tomorrow I have to go back and do my blood test. Yeah, and see even the nails. This was getting long and then it was like that. So once again, maybe see they're not too bad. And then I might do something to show you that I have not taken any of the medication. Because I have my holistic approach to not taking medication. So I'm gonna close down now and I'm starting there. And then as I said, this place needs to be tidied up. So now that I have some resolution now, and I should, yeah, I'll dust it down. Right. So this was what my son said. So this was what my son said. I actually spoke to him. So what I did, so he sent me these, as you can see, his bus, and him putting on his thing. So KM Tours, and he has his telephone number there and whatever. So if I bring it up, you see, KM Tours, and he has his email there, and he has his telephone number there, and Juta Tours. And he said he can be, so K.M Tours, and say whatever. So it can be Kevin Murray, and it can be Kevin and Mervily, whatever. So I said to myself, well, I'm going to make it up. I said, it's another thing I can do right up. So I'm going to say Kevin Murray and Mervily Myers, whatever. So that's what he said the thing he come. So when I look on the phone now, when I saw the thing, I called him and we spoke. And then I did that. I did this for you. I use UCut, a tool that I have, and make this and put it out there and send it and give him. And then this morning now at 6:29, yeah, it wasn't 6:29 when I saw this. When I use the other phone, then I had to use this because space ran out. And it said at the hospital will be admitted. Pressure reading is 265 over 161. So I send them a message and whatever. After I called around or whatever, I send him a message and I tell him how much I love him. After I call around, call his father, call other people. And then yes, I have to my brother. So at 11:40, my brother Irvin Julius informed him out, which I did call him and give it to him. No, I didn't curse him or anything, whatever. Because this boy must go and get help. My brother needs to go and get help. That's the only way we're gonna resolve this matter. So as I said, I'm gonna You don't want nobody to come check my website. I don't know fucking thief and scam and thief and what it. Yeah? Pirate in them hard or whatever. CEO done right. I checked your website and email, whatever. I'm a CEO expert and I help over 200 businesses rank on the first page on Google. My rates are very cheap. Fuck you and go with your fucking rates. Google fucking keep it now. Yeah? Them not saying no friggin' Cinti come about. I don't need you no friggin' Cinti about whatever. Them not friggin' sponsor, every fucking thing sponsor come down my fucking phone. Yeah? Everything you have to log in, blood test appointment with Guys Hospital. So tomorrow. Everything you have to have this and log into this. Where all somebody like a we, me hear the lady that says she told empty. Yeah? You must have scientific old people like whatever who can be bothered with all this fuckery. So yes, me I go eat food. Me I close down this. Eat food, all this need to sort out. All this need to sort out. So as somebody said, declutter. And for me buy the keyboard from Paul all now. See me sit down and me did I worry from when I me I say, oh, then me look on some and say, oh, let me put in the battery right. I see that. But when me stress, not now work for me. And people if not, me had the tablet. From when me not look for me and do not do it for when I take the Wi-Fi and whatever. But at least me record, me use record today. So I saw 2 o'clock. I eat. So me have everything for me comfort. Me not bother people for big water can buy your cow skin. Pardon me. So me I close down this one, whichever one first. Because me need to get my life. First time me no move from here, but me know how to work my things now. If I when I them I close the fire, from me watch the next in the fire. So I have to manage my life and say tomorrow no. So because what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be going out like iconic places. Like yeah, I bought this, I saw the man and I bought it. Because I can taste. So these are things. Instead of cook up in here, I'll be going out and give my little broadcasting. I need the toilet, but I think I'm gonna lock down first. I'm learning to keep my whatever. If I was proper stressed, I couldn't keep it. I'd have to run to the toilet. So that's why I don't need to be in those situations. Yeah? So every day Mimi was come with different things. Go and Mimi also stinking dirty girl. Lord, build me a little cabin in the corner of glory land. Under the tree of life, my soul shall never die. And when the angel turn and look at me and hold me by the hand. Huh? Tell the fucking you Twitter, lock me out. All of them lock me out. Okay. So they lock me out of all of them, the fucking Twitter. But me not quarrel with them. Make them go on, man. Well, he up in this one now, mother. All right, Andrew Holness. We are building a Jamaica where growth is reality for all our people. And that's why me I contact you. You need to make an appointment with me, Andrew. A Jamaica where the mother in St. Anne, the farmer in Clarendon, and the young graduate in Kingston can all look to the future with hope. Jamaica's economy is on a path of recovery and growth, like we show more. Andrew Holness, if you not do something about my son and the situation, me I forgot joke up your right clot. Yeah? With your fucking gunman more than Wilson. So me put this on there. But me not take no fucking prisoner Andrew Willis. Yeah? Are you And your party separate me two son. And what my son wife do. Yeah? New shopper. All right. Shocking pictures of needles and syringes among despicable welling fly tipping. Yeah? All right. So me know say me follow human rights. And me follow blood clot TikTok too. Thief in bumble hole. Judicial whatever. When me need for cuss bad word, me need for cuss bad word, yeah? TikTok suspend me account 55 years. Yeah? So see mommy be at the ball. All right, let me put this here so. Because me I tell you so the justice speech the power in your hand, my lady. Because you decide to stick with me. Let me see where mommy be right. L and Q share identical practices as housing for women with Lewisham Council. Environmental Health Department failing their duty of care and making excuses about improvements. They all tell people what they want to hear. See, I'm like the shit place for me. Most time I'm gonna go to you. The shit place down there, sir. Yeah? So your opinion, Twitter. For you get joke up with me pen for when you sitting there, whatever. So that's why now me I go proper be reporter. Let me see what it is. There was a long into your arm from a new device on the 29th January. Fuck you, Twitter, and go where pedophile ring. All right. When me said so, me neck a hot me. Replying to save lives. All right. Thank you, Mummy Bear. Yeah, we have been re-traumatized over and over again by the charity, as has Mervyn Lee Myers, thanks to our councils, labours and housing ombudsman. Fuck you, housing ombudsman. Your bumper class, whatever. So there come a time when you have to use it to ask class. Yeah? So let's big up Mummy Bear. Beauty with Grace reposted your reply. Yeah, me have to go the other day and when me go there, me go meet them. But there's another with the pound, I give them hell. And this is such a humble man. I have to give, we have to beg them, there's a cuddle when we go. I yesterday when we got Miss Presley. Right. And so we have to do it. Yes, Robert. I'm okay. No, I didn't have time to call any darling. Too much too much things going on because I sorry. My son is in the hospital, so it's like and I had to go to do blood test, but I have to go back tomorrow because I didn't make the appointment, so they make it for me. So just so much going on. So, huh? Kevin, Kevin. Yeah, but he's in the hospital. High blood pressure. Okay. All right, my darling. All right, sweetie pie. All right, darling. Yeah, I don't know. Kick up on us thinking. We go a pedophile Twitter. Go a pedophile Twitter. I don't know. Kick up on up until I come with no lie. Yeah, but there is a God. There is a mighty God who reigns. There is a mighty God who reigns. you know. He's almighty. Wrap me head and go turn poco. Never close your eyes. There is a mighty God who reigns. He reigns upon the land. He reigns upon the sea. There is a mighty God who reigns. There is a mighty tribe who reigns. Never close your eyes. There is a mighty God who reigns.